Ladies and gentlemen, 2008 Ford Focus, 2-liter, not that it matters in this situation here. Couple of push nails. I'll remove the front cowl. I loosened up our headlight over here. Customer complaint on it is the AC inoperative. Now the AC was dry. I actually did just call the customer, and the customer now informed me that he added refrigerant 2 weeks ago and the system was bone dry. So I really, according to the gauges, this one here is getting shop air. Got my gauge set hooked up there, shop air hooked to it. I do have dryers and filters in mine, so don't get all wound up. The reason I did this here is so we can spray some soap here, get to the hoses a little bit better. I removed our overflow tank. That whole process here takes a couple of minutes, so no big deal there. We'll get some suds. Back is going to be difficult. I did, system has dye in it. I did turn the lights out, and my shop doesn't have windows. It's pitch black. I didn't see any dye, unfortunately. That compressor, most difficult to get to. We need to check the plug, the connector right here. Hoses, where they go from hard to soft. Everything will have to be checked. Pressure switches, they're sometimes difficult to check. Obviously condenser in the front, dryer can mounted to the side of it, so we'll have to be careful because I did spray soap in this fitting. We'll have to blow that out before we do anything else so the soap don't get in the system. I'm going to need to get some more soap and keep spraying that. Okay, filled my sprayer up a little bit. I use this plant sprayer. It's what I've always used on tires, fine leaks, you know, anything that's pressurized. I found, in my opinion, I found hot water, Dawn dish soap, and I put a real good amount of Dawn in there. But hot water works, seems to work a lot better. Maybe wrong. That's just my opinion on that. The other opinion that I got right now, I think that's going to be dang the bad luck for the customer. I think his core is leaking inside. If it has that much of a leak and I can't see it out here, odds are it's going to be on the inside. Even with the sniffer, I tell you right now, you know, you got people saying, "Oh, you use a sniffer and all that good stuff." Man, I got all of it. It's hard to. Sometimes it's just hard to catch. These things just don't just jump out at you. Well, not normally they do, or normally they don't, I should say. Got an evaporator core, of course, in the back, and we've got the expansion valve right in front of it. That's where you two main feed lines hook up, the high side and the low side. Now I'm fairly certain that I got them good and wet, but again, hard to get to. It's hard to say if we blast all of it or not. I think there should definitely be enough soap on that by now to have it soaked. Now on a case like this here, not a whole lot we can do. It's a pretty clean vehicle, actually, no oil and all that good stuff, so in that respect, it actually should be fairly easy to find a leak on the compressor. I haven't just yet. Sometimes the compressor seals, the shaft seals, will leak only if it's in operation. Yeah, air is, I have the shop air hooked up, but it's not, the valve's been closed and it's been holding air. Unfortunately, you know, that's kind of bad right there. It's holding air. And you spray it a little bit from underneath. Spray the condenser. I'll show you where the dryer is. Let me flip that screen so I can see. Point the light at it. Right there's your dryer can that I sprayed earlier. Don't see no leaks there. We can hit that condenser a little bit more. It's got to be careful I don't want to get the camera. This cameras are not cheap. Again, there's also, let me get a stationary light. That may be a little bit better for the camera. Kind of focus that over here. Oh shoot! I forgot to say this earlier. Now, whoop, not that way. Okay, I'll zoom over that. Now I can show you. I did have a little bit of concern, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me flip that screen at least. Yeah, there you go. Camera, I'm sure should see that when you're looking on the other side there. This thing here will get you a. Now let's go in the front here and get you a shot at the front here. It's actually a pretty terrible paint job. This thing had a front end collision. There's no doubt in my mind. That bracket right there that you just seen, that I just showed you, that's actually, it was bent over. Well, not that way, toward the driver's seat. It was actually bent over, so I did have a little bit of concern of the condenser leaking. That's why I wanted to spray it real good. That's why I did spray it. I'm gonna hit that, not hit, but hit that compressor from the backside. Soak it up real good. Make sure that there is no suds coming out from the bottom. I guess we could hit these, well, at least the lower fitting right over here on the condenser. We can hit that one more time. Unfortunately, on this vehicle here, the exhaust is in the way of me actually spraying from the bottom to the evaporator. The exhaust is straight in the way, so it's not accessible. Of course, there is a diagnostic time. I'm there right now. Well, not quite there right now, but I'm getting close to the end of my diagnostic time. I don't want to overcharge the customer trying to find a leak. Guys, sometimes it can be a booger to find these leaks. I mean, if you're living in the real world and you do this stuff for a living and you do enough of it, you'll find that sometimes these things can be a booger. We're going to go up with the vehicle one more time after this. So here's what's going to happen. I'll give you a quick description of what's going to happen next. We're going to go up to the vehicle one more time, like I said, for the purpose of the drain on this one here, the condensation drain is very, very accessible from the bottom side. I mean, really wide open, so we might be in luck there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and disconnect, get the air out of the system, get the AC machine over here, pull a vacuum for about 30 minutes or so, pull a vacuum, and charge the system. And we'll see if we can sniff it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so Turn this off. The AC is working. AC is cold. No problem there. Look like we got a decent exchange. I ran it for just a minute. I don't want to run it too long. I don't want to get everything hot in here again. It's already over 100 degrees outside, so. I'll get that sniffer ready. I'm gonna have to turn the air off, unfortunately. Any kind of air movement, no matter how little, that can make a difference. I'll have to hurry up before that AC kicks back on. This thing here's got to warm up. I looked online. I'm using Elitech here. That's supposed to be a decent sniffer. I don't know. Get right there where the compressor shaft seal is. Hoses. That will sink down, by the way. I'm fully inside right now. I just don't see anything, or in this case, hear anything. You go near the fitting, that thing is definitely hearing it. Or seeing it, I should say. Yeah, as soon as you go near the fitting, it's pegged out fully. Well, it was. It clears up. I go near it. Boom. Really should not be detecting gas on top unless it's leaking out of the fittings. As soon as we go near the fitting, generally this thing will pick up just about anything on the high. Normally the high is too much, but I'm not getting it. I said as soon as we get remotely close to that hole, bam, it picks it up. It goes full scale. Okay, now I got it going off. Let's see. Put the cap back on. Under that switch. Really thought there for just a second that we had a switch leaking. That is not the case. hate to be that guy. I don't think this will ever work. I don't believe it for a second anyway. I don't think the camera can see after this, so you got, of course, a little bit of ambient light from the scan tool. Now the camera just cannot. I don't think the camera would ever be able to pick it up here. I did mention that earlier, that system has dye in it. This here is a pretty awesome black light too, so if there was anything, this thing here normally picks it up. So I don't know what to tell the customer on that one. Sometimes you just cannot find it, and that's one of them things here. I just can't find it. Maybe he's had a valve hanging. I don't know, one of those Schrader valves. Well, it goes, you know, sometimes you get them cheap old filling cans and all that good stuff that just, I just don't know. Don't know what else to do for it. I mean, I don't even see the seals leaking, so there's no need in me replacing the seals, anything like that. We'll leave it at the diagnostics part of it, and I'm not going to put any parts on it. At this point in time, I really don't want to do that, so we'll call the customer back and tell him, hey, I can't find it, sorry. I mean, it is what it is. We've got charge in there. He can run it and let me know. If it bleeds out again, well, we'll have to go from there. All right, guys. That was pretty much a bust video, but, well, we can't always be finding everything and fix everything. So there you go. I'm still going to post that video up just to show you that you can't win them all. Thanks for watching.